It's one of several murals around downtown Chula Vista. I don't know who that is, but must have been somebody. Saturday, January 31st, 2026. I am in historic downtown Chula Vista. Specifically, I am on 3rd Avenue. It's where a lot of like shops are. You can kind of think of it as like the main street of Chula Vista. It was for a long time. The city's much bigger now. It extends way out east, probably about 30-40 miles. I don't know, maybe not that far. Pretty far. But yeah, it all kind of started here on 3rd Avenue. Still a cool place. Came here a lot when I was a kid and hung out here probably until I was at least 22, 23 before I moved on to the San Diego city proper. Moved out of my parents' place and got my own. Actually, I almost lived down here when I first moved out. I saw an apartment, but it was too small and too expensive for what it was. So ended up moving to a place in San Diego, and you know, I've lived in that city ever since. But yeah, a lot of my young man days were spent on this street, especially when my band played down at a coffee shop near here. And so yeah, we're gonna take a look and see how it's changed and give you some stories about what I did growing up out here. Yeah, so the apartment building that I was thinking about moving into was right behind this cardiac center. That might still be the building, I'm not sure. You see it back there? That little one right there. Maybe not. I feel like they tore all this stuff down. Anyways, there's like a huge building here now. But yeah, it was a little tiny studio when I first was looking to move in, and yeah, it just didn't suit my needs at the time. I ended up finding a 1-bedroom later. But yeah, I almost lived right here. Would have been really close to everything here in downtown. But yeah, ended up not doing that. I guess they call this area the 3rd Avenue Village now. Yeah, it's got a whole kind of like Main Street, small town look to it, even though Chula Vista is quite a large city. I couldn't tell you what the actual population is, but they've really kept the idea of 3rd Avenue and its kind of hometown charm intact, even though it's like full of breweries now. But you know, it's what makes it a cool place to come to. Another one of the murals down here. Obviously the Padres, they aren't the Chula Vista team, but they are the county team, and they have a lot of support. A lot of people love them. I'm a season ticket holder, so I'll be there, God, about a month and a half from now, opening day. That's gonna be exciting. I don't think that's related to the Padres. Maybe it is. It's cool though. Wolves. Alright, so this is the old Vogue movie theater. Came here quite a bit when I was younger. This was a single screen theater, and you could pay like $2 and watch 3 movies. Spent a lot of time here when I was younger because it was so inexpensive, and it would take a while. They wouldn't get the movies right away. They would get it like maybe, you know, a couple months after they were in you know, the major multiplexes. But yeah, you can come here, you can watch like, you know, Jurassic Park and Last Action Hero and, you know, whatever other 3rd movie was out at the time, and for yeah, like $2-3. It was great. I remember coming here to see Honey, I Shrunk the Kids when I was a real little guy. And the last thing I ever saw here was Kill Bill Volume 1. I came here with my cousin, and we checked it out, and yeah, it was, you know, it's not a great screen, it's not great sound, but it was really cheap, and it was fun, and it was a packed house. And I remember before the movie started, they played the Here Comes the Bride fanfare. A lot of memories here. It's empty now. They've been trying to do things with it for the last few years, but nobody's done anything. So Now it's just all boarded up, and they got this mural here. Maybe one day it'll be something again. I don't know. Maybe not. More Padre stuff. I like that one. It's our new golden boy, Jackson Merrill. Vintage clothing store. That's cool. Where did Berlin Wall used to be? Do you remember Berlin Wall?
I know that it used to be the Highlander.
This is the Highlander? What was that, like a...
That's where all the 50-year-old men used to buy their work shirts.
Oh, okay.
Like those fucking Hawaiian type shirts.
Yeah. This is Three Punk Ales.
Formerly known as the Highlander.
Formerly known as the Highlander. This was, this bar's owned by an old punk guy that I know. He's in this band called 3-Piece Scandal. We used to go play with them. Actually, I don't think we ever played with them, but we saw them play a bunch of times. They were kind of like our fucking, how do you say, inspirations when we were doing I Like Girls. They're like, oh, that shit, that's the famous Chula Vista band, 3-Piece Scandal. So anyways, this is his bar, 3 Punk Ales. It's good. It's got good stuff. So this place here, it's like some kind of like a reception hall, but it used to be a coffee shop called Just Java, and our band played here quite a bit back in the late 2000s or early 2000s. Pretty much like high school kids. A lot of good times spent here. Before it was a concert venue, it was like a regular coffee shop in the 90s. I remember coming here with my uncle and other friends, and we would get coffee and sandwiches. I don't know, it was a cool place. Now it's like they do like quinceañeras and weddings and things like that. But yeah, used to do punk rock shows here. Now they got a chandelier in there. It is wild seeing this area like bustling. Just because, like, you know, it just used to be just like a typical normal street, and now it's like all these bars and pubs and stuff and breweries. Look at those cool clocks. Yeah, now it's like a real like nightlife spot. It's weird, you know. It's got the old Main Street look and vibe, but like I said earlier, now it's just a bunch of like cool breweries and cool coffee shops and stuff, and I dig it. You know, that's just how Chula Vista changes. Oh, cool barbershop over there. The Cholos Kid. Yeah, there used to be a like a alternative, like I think Hot Topic. There was a store like that over here somewhere called Berlin Wall, and that's where you got like Doc Marten shoes, and you know, you get vinyls for, you know, punk and goth bands and stuff. And yeah, it was I think it was a little further down the street. But yeah, oh, here's another wedding venue, quince venue. Elvis. Get your quinceañera and dress up like Elvis. The Balboa, it's a good place. Got good burgers over there. Crazy. Old Chula Vista. Here's Doc's. Very famous Doc's. It's been around for, God, decades. We got karaoke tonight. Want a cocktail? Come on down to Doc's. Get you fucked up. Home is where the beer is. Alright, so this place over here, the Gym, this was a movie theater. It was a United Artists theater. And I remember seeing, what was it? Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace, right here at this theater. Midnight showing. I was in 12th grade, and a buddy of mine called me up. I was like, hey, I'm going to pick you up right now at like 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, why? What's going on? It's like, just trust me, you're going to want to do this. I was like, okay. So I was like, all right. You know, he came by, we picked me up. We started driving down to the theater. I was like, what are we doing? What's going on? He's like, bro, we're watching Star Wars. I'll buy you a ticket. I was like, what? Star Wars Episode 1? The greatest film of all time? That's what we thought. We thought it was going to be the greatest film of all time. And it was not. It was dog shit. Alright, don't quote me on this. I'll have to look it up later. But I think this is where Berlin Wall was. This little tiny hole in the wall. Got these cool stickers here. This is my... I'm just going to assume it was because it's got cool stickers on the sign right here. Yeah, I think this was Berlin Wall. It's the Jizdum construction. Anyway. Yeah, you wanted Doc Martens in 1987. You came here to the Berlin Wall. Get your Morrissey records there. Get your Bauhaus t-shirts. And right over here, where this blue awning is, there's a comic book shop that I used to come to a lot when I was a kid, called it was called Comic Castle. Eventually bought out by another place called Comics and Stuff. But yeah, this was Comic Castle right here. Go inside there, get your latest issue of Avengers or Superman or whatever the hell you were reading. And then come get your taxes done at Liberty Tax. It's funny, as long as I've lived here, I have no idea what this park is actually called. We didn't really come to play at the park when I was a kid. I think there's a playground like on the other side of those trees over there. But I did do a couple of video shoots here when I was younger. The band I was in, we filmed a music video in this downtown area. And there's like a creek, like a man-made creek over here. And one of the jokes in the video was we all jumped across the creek, but one of us couldn't make it, so somebody laid down across it and they stepped on him like a bridge. It was hilarious. We were 17, 18 years old at the time, so it was very funny. We were very funny guys. Yeah, so it was right here. We all kind of jumped across this little thing here. There might have been water running at the time. And yeah, we all jumped across, each guy in the band. And then one guy, I think it was Tony, acted like he couldn't get across. And so my buddy Tom laid on the ground, and then Tony ran across Tom so we could get across the raging river here. So we could escape. The video was for a song we had called It Sucks to Live in Tokyo. And the idea in the video is that Godzilla was attacking Chula Vista. And so we were running through downtown trying to get away from him. And yeah, it was cool. We were very, very cool, very fun kids. Alright, so this used to be a Fuddruckers restaurant, if you remember the burger chain Fuddruckers. But going back to the band, these pillars here, we stood on these and did like triumphant poses. I remember that was a picture that was on our website for a long time, just the four of us standing here on these pillars. I Like Girls History, right here in Chula Vista. So that hall I talked about earlier, the one that I said was Just Java, I was wrong. It's actually still called Just Java Hall. Nuts. That's crazy. I can't believe it's still called Just Java Hall. That's so ridiculous. They don't even serve coffee there anymore. Anyways, yeah, a lot of punk shows. When I was a younger guy, our band played there dozens of times. A lot of good memories there. Just Java. We're across the street now at the Cholo Skid. Looks like it's like a little gift shop where they got little monchichis, calico critters, got a panda. It's cute. Yeah, this place is cool. Oh my god, monchichis. The original Labubu. All over the place. Wow. Kirby. This is cool. Coming down to Old Chula Vista. It's reminiscing a bit. Looking looking at some of the old haunts that I went to when I was younger. Ended up getting my daughter like a journal that she can draw and write in from that Cholo gift shop, Cholo Kid gift shop. Give that place a look. It was cool. So I think that's it for today. Enjoyed my beer, enjoyed my wings, enjoyed thinking about the old band I was in, hanging out with my buddy. It's just a good night. It's a good Saturday night all around, walking around Chula Vista. Oh shit, what is that?
A muscle mommy.
A muscle mommy. Oh man. Alright, so the song, what song am I thinking about today? Today on my mind, so I got that new Joyce Manor album. I've been thinking about the song, I think it's called Mark Chen Used to Live Here, or I Love Mark Chen, or something like that. It's the first song on the album, their new album, called I Used to Come to This Bar, or I Used to Go to This Bar. Anyways, first song on I Used to Go to This Bar. It's about this guy named Mark Chen, at least his name's on the title. So go check out the first song on Joyce Manor's new album. It's a good one. I'm gonna get out of here. My parking is almost up anyway. I'm not trying to get a ticket in downtown Chula Vista. So, heading out. Bye everybody.